Hi guys, and welcome to today's video, which is a follow-up to my Olympus OM10 review. You can see that up here somewhere. I finally got the film developed. Now the black and white film, I developed 3 of them myself, and that was awesome. I really enjoyed that. But I actually missed out one of the chemicals that I needed to purchase to actually stop the water from actually staying on the negative. So I'm going to get that and sort out a little studio area. I don't actually have any space, but I'm going to see what I can do to have a little dark room kind of setup, because you can't just do it the way I was doing it. You can, it works. You just develop it in your bathroom and then just leave it to hang. But then there's all sorts of other things that you can do, and if you had a dark room you could do those. So I waited for the lockdown to ease, and some companies were back working again, and I went to a lab that produces film and whatnot, and I actually 4 weeks later, about 4 weeks later, I got my film back. So what I asked for was obviously developing negatives to be scanned into a computer, and then actual physical 4x6 printouts. And boy was I amazed with the quality. Now I actually took, what did I take? I had Kentamere 100, I had Ilford HP 4 Plus 400 black and white, and those were my 2 black and white films that I was using. And the color film that I was using was the Fuji Color 200. And I'm going to show you on screen what they actually look like. I'm going to show you the actual 4x6s as well, just a few of them, just so you can see the quality. So I'm not sure. Okay, so this is the black and white ones. Look how sharp that is and how clean it is. It's really nice. It's like it was taken on digital. And here's another one. And just look at that amount of detail you can get out of it. Now I'm going to put these for you to have a look at towards the end of the video, but I was really surprised by the quality, and it's just the sheer look. I'm just looking at the pictures now as I'm just about to select them for you. Well, I'm not selecting them, I'm just picking them off one by one, but look at that, the amount of detail and the sharpness. Now that lens that I'm using is actually pretty sharp. I can't remember what it is now. I think it's a 1.2 or a 1.4. Here's a close-up from my really tired alloy wheel on my car. You can pick out all the detail on that. The contrast is really good, and there hasn't been any adjustments made on this. It's just directly from the negatives, and like it feels so nice on this paper. It's a Kodak Professional Endura paper, and just being printed on this, it's matte. It's got a matte sheen to it. It's not actually glossy, and it's really nice. Like this looks like, I don't know, a scene from a horror movie or something, like an establishing shot. It's actually so moody. Like a lot of this, a lot of these pictures are very like thought-provoking, and yeah, they make you think about what's actually in the shot. So with each camera I ever use, I always do the out of the driver's side or out of the passenger side shot like this. and I've done this with pretty much every camera I've owned. It's it's really funky. I don't know if I can actually do something with like a collection of them at some point, but yeah, just looking at the pictures, they're really good. And that's just a black and white. Now if I find one of the color ones, like if you have a look at that, that is nice on a clear day, and you can see everything. There's no hazing or anything like that. And it just looks like that I could have taken that digitally, but because it's printed on paper, it just looks awesome. It's not even a very interesting shot. It's just some barbed wire and the house. When I got these photos back, I did actually get some feedback on them by the lab. They said that some of the negatives were a bit dirty. I don't know what he meant by that, but when I was taking pictures, I was lifting the ISO dial and moving it around. Now, you're not meant to do that, but I did it, and I got some interesting shots, but they weren't very good. But look at this of the inside of my car. That looks like if it was taken, digitally. But it's not. It's just full of detail, full of, it's just, I don't know. I just think that looks really nice. It looks like maybe it could have been a professional shot. I did some nighttime photography. So here's one of those. I don't think I got everything into okay, so here's a night shot. This one I took with the timer, and it's actually come out pretty decent. Obviously the van is in transit. It's actually made it a bit blurry, but that's actually given a good effect on this particular picture. It's probably not the best, but here's another one where you can see the streaks of a car go past, and then one car stationary, and the actual quality of the picture is really nice. Like, it's actually really good. I've really enjoyed taking pictures on it. Because of the virus and the lockdown, I went into the city centre and I wanted to document on film what was actually happening out on the town centre. And basically I've taken quite a few pictures like this. Look at this. This looks like something from 28 Days Later. There's no people there. There's normally like 1 million people there on like an average day. And there's another shot. You'll be able to see all these at some point, but if you want to get any of these pictures for yourselves to mount and have a look at and use in your own work, I'm actually currently creating a website where you can download my photos. Now I'm providing a print service as well, so if you're in the UK, then I can supply you with canvas prints of some of my work. Currently I'm only going to have like maybe 30 different photographs actually on there, but the more I add each and every week or month, you'll be able to see those. So soon as that comes along, I will let you guys know, and just yeah, keep a lookout in the description below for any changes and edits for my new website that's going to be coming out. So here's one of my favorite ones, the bull outside the bull ring in Birmingham. And look at that. Normally there's like 10 million people standing around taking pictures with the bull or whatever else, and yeah, it's just scary. It's scary that it's so dead. Just going to show you one more picture of street photography, and there you go. That's a not so busy street in the city centre of Birmingham, but it is actually a lot quieter than it normally is. Now, like I say, you'll see all of these later on. So let's move on to the next ones. There's one that I really want to show you because it looks really good printed out. You've seen the Fujifilm 200. This is more Fujifilm 200. And the picture quality is just amazing. Now, there are some signs of some like hazing or light seep. No, I don't know what you would call it, but there's hazing on that one, that's for sure. But that's because the sun's coming into view. But let me give you an example. Look at that. That just looks crazy. That looks like it was done on digital. Really, really vibrant. Now look at the detail on that. That's just amazing detail to capture. And a lot of the times I was worried that I wasn't getting the camera into focus, but you know, it worked out totally fine. Okay, so the pictures I want to show you are coming up. So this picture is a picture I want to show you. This looks amazing printed out. So I'm gonna make myself a A3 print of this in canvas. It just looks amazing. Now I'm going to put this one up on the screen as well for you, but you're going to love it. It's going to be like, wow, look how vibrant the colors are, and printed out it just looks even better. Now look how good the quality of the bokeh is on this. It's just amazing. I can't believe how much control I could get out of this like nearly 30, almost 35-year-old camera. Okay, so here we got there's an issue here with this particular one. There's like chromatic aberration all the way around it, but obviously it's because there's too much backlight in there. I should have compensated for that, but because there's no digital screen on the back or an EVF, you can't really tell. So it is basically just know what you're doing and hope for the best. And if you know what you're doing, I'm sure it will come out really nice. Let's see, are there any others I can show you? Okay guys, so I showed you some of those photos. I'm going to show you the rest of them so you can pause them and look at the details on them. There won't be any like filters or any kind of color correction or color grading on the photos, so you're going to see them as they were taken with the negatives, and then the negatives scanned and turned into JPEGs. Okay, so before I go, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time. Thank you.